Very good morning, all of you. Uh, today's in today's class, we are going to concentrate on concept learning. So the entire session going to be concept learning. Before going to concept learning, we need to understand what is machine learning. So the definition of machine learning is a computer program. If you take a computer program, that computer program is set to learn from experience. The experience is termed as E, referred as E, capital E, with respect to some class of tasks. Tasks are referred as T, and performance measure P, capital P, referred as P, capital P. If its performance at tasks in T as measured by P, capital P, improves with the experience, capital E. This is what the machine learning definition is. The computer program is set to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measure P. The problem definition for a learning agent would be the task T, the performance measure P, and the experience E. Designing a learning system. How to design a learning system? Number one, choosing the training experience. We have to choose the training experience. Examples may be best moves, games outcome, etc. Number two, choosing the target function. Example may be board move, board value, etc. Number three, choosing a representation for the target function. Example may be a linear function with weights. This is referred as hypothesis space. Number four, choosing a learning algorithm for approximating the target function. Example is the method for parameter estimation. So in this slide we are seeing how to design a learning system. First we have to choose the training experience. Second, we have to choose the target function. Third, we have to choose the representation for target function. Then fourth, we have to choose the learning algorithm. First, training experience, then target function, then representation for the target function, and finally we need to choose the learning algorithm. So for learning the concept learning, we need to understand what is inductive learning. Inductive learning is inducing a general function from training examples. So inducing a general function from training examples. We have some training examples. By using that, inducing a general function, that is called inductive learning. It is coming under the category of supervised paradigm, supervised machine learning paradigm. The basic schemas that assume a logical representation of the hypothesis are concept learning and decision tree learning. So this we are going to learn in detail, concept learning and decision tree learning. So now in this session we are going to learn the concept learning. We are going to have the class on concept learning. Definition of concept learning. What is concept learning? So for understanding that, we need to understand what is a task, what is a target function, and what is experience, So these are all we need to know. Then what is the task now? Learning a category description. That is called concept. Learning a category description from a set of positive and negative training examples. Learning a category description, which is called concept, from a set of positive and negative training examples. There will be some set of positive examples, training examples, and there will be some negative training examples. From that, we are going to learn a category description. We are going to learn a category. We are going to learn a concept from positive and negative training examples. That is called concept. The concept may be an event or it may be an object, etc. Then what is target function? Target function is actually a Boolean function which is termed as C. C is nothing but x belongs to 0 and 1. It takes 0 or 1. 0 represents negative, 1 represents positive. Then what is experience? A set of training instances. The set of training instances referred as D is called experience. D is x comma c of x. C of x is our target function. X is the instances. A search problem for best fitting hypothesis in a hypothesis space. The space is determined by the choice of representation of the hypothesis. So what is hypothesis? We will see in the next slide. So we are considering a sport example for this kind of concept learning. Sport example. So the concept to be learned in the sport example is the days in which someone can enjoy sport. What are all the days where someone can enjoy the sport based on some criteria? The criteria are called attributes here. Based on the attributes, so we are deciding whether someone can enjoy the sport. What are the attributes? They are sky, wind, air temperature, water, humidity and forecast. There are 6 attributes in the sport example. So each attribute holds some values. Here the sky takes 3 values. It takes sunny. The sky can be sunny. The skies can be cloudy, and third, the sky can be rainy. So the sky attribute takes 3 values in our example. Wind attribute takes 2 values. The wind can be a strong one or the wind can be a weak one. Air temperature takes 2 values, warm and cold. The air temperature can be warm or the air temperature can be cold. Water takes 2 values, warm and cold. The water can be warm or the water can be cool. Humidity takes 2 values, normal and high. The humidity can be normal or the humidity can be high. And finally, the forecast attribute takes 2 values, same and change. The forecast can be same or the forecast can change. The instances in the training set. So this is the training set given here. This is the training set which contains 6 attributes: sky, temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast. they have values. In our example, they have some training values. The first training values are sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. The sky is sunny, temperature is warm, humidity is normal, wind is strong, water is warm, forecast is same. So if the values are like this, like what? Sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. If it is the case, the person can enjoy the sport. That means yes, someone can enjoy the sport. That is the meaning. And coming to second, the sky is sunny, temperature is warm, humidity is high, wind is strong, water is warm, and forecast is same. Here also the person can enjoy the sport. That is why it is represented as yes. And coming to third one, if the sky is rainy, if the temperature is cold, if the humidity is high, if the wind is strong, and if the water is warm, and if the forecast is changed, then by having these kind of values, a person cannot enjoy the sport. That is why the enjoy sport value is given as no. And coming to fourth one, the sky holds sunny, temperature has warm, humidity is high, wind is strong, water is cool, and forecast is changed. So by having these values, a person can enjoy the sport. That is why it is represented as yes. So four training values are given here. 4 samples are given. Among these 4, three training samples. In 3 training samples, the person can enjoy the sport by having the value yes. And only one training sample having the value no. So by having this training sample, the person cannot enjoy the sport. So this is the example, sport example we are taking throughout our concept learning paradigm. Now before entering into concept learning, we need to represent the hypothesis. What is hypothesis and how to represent it? Small h is referred as hypothesis. Small h is referred with the letter the letter small h is used for representing hypothesis. H is a set of constraints on attributes. Example given here, a specific value. Example, water is warm. When water is warm, it is represented as a specific value. Any value allowed. If any value is allowed means the water is used with a symbol question mark. Question symbol is used with water. When question symbol is used, then that is the meaning is any value is allowed for that attribute. That is the meaning. And if the 5 symbol is used with the attribute, then it is the meaning that no value is allowed. So if any value is allowed, water is equal to question. If no value is allowed, water is equal to 5 symbol. Mathematics symbol 5 is used here. So any specific value, example is water is equal to warm or water is equal to cold. If any value is allowed for water, then it can be represented with question symbol. If no value is allowed, then water is represented with phi symbol, mathematical symbol phi. Example hypothesis. We are taking the attributes sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast. The sky is sunny here. The air temperature is question symbol. That means the air temperature can take any value. Humidity is also question mark, question symbol. So it can also take any value. And wind is strong. Wind is strong. It takes a specific value. Water is question symbol. So water can have any value. Forecast is same. Forecast takes specific value, that is same. So this hypothesis corresponds to the following Boolean function, that is sunny sky and symbol, strong wind and symbol, same forecast. So H, which is called hypothesis space, capital H here referred as hypothesis space, where small h is represented as hypothesis. Small h is hypothesis and capital H is hypothesis space. Hypothesis space is nothing but where, in which place the hypotheses are used. That is called hypothesis space. Hypothesis satisfaction. How to satisfy the hypothesis? An instance X satisfies an hypothesis H if and only if all the constraints expressed by H, that is hypothesis, are satisfied by the attribute values in X. All the constraints expressed by H hypothesis are satisfied by the attribute values in X. Example 1 for satisfying the hypothesis is x1 is the attribute values. X1 takes sunny, first one, second one as warm, third one as normal, fourth one as strong, and fifth one as warm, and sixth one as same. Where the hypothesis H1 is, first one is sunny, second one is question symbol, that means the second one can take any value. The third attribute value is also question symbol, so it can also take any value. The fourth is a specific one which is represented with strong value, and fifth one is question symbol, that means it can take any value, and sixth one is represented with the specific value same. So in this case the hypothesis is satisfied because all the values in X1 satisfied with H1 also. That is why here this hypothesis is satisfied. How? Here in the second one, in hypothesis question symbol is used. That means actually the x value holds warm value, H attribute having the value warm, but in hypothesis question symbol is used. That means it can take any value, no? So it can take warm or it can take cold. That is why it is satisfied. And third attribute is normal in X, but in hypothesis it is used with question symbol. So that means it can take any value. whatever it is, normal or any value, so it holds normal, so it is satisfied. And coming to fifth value in hypothesis, it represents question symbol. That means it can take any value. In X attribute, it takes warm value. So even it represents warm value, in hypothesis H, it is represented with question symbol by having the meaning that any value can be taken. So this hypothesis H1 is satisfied with X1. And example 2, X2 has sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. And in a hypothesis H2, the first value is sunny, second can hold any value question symbol, third can hold any value question symbol, but the fourth value should be strong in X2, but in H2 it is the meaning that phi symbol is used. That means no value is there. That is the meaning. So which is not satisfied by H2. Here the psi symbol is there. Since the psi symbol is there, which does not satisfy the strong value in X2 as a fourth parameter, so H2 is not satisfied here. This is one example of not satisfaction, dissatisfaction. Formal task description. How to describe the task? Given, what is given? X, capital X, which is all possible days, as described by the attributes. And second, a set of hypotheses, capital H, a conjunction of constraints on the attributes, representing a function. Small h is capital X belongs to 0 or 1. 0 represents negative, that is no. 1 represents positive, which is yes. H of x is equal to 1, that is positive, if x satisfies x. If x satisfies x, then only h of x, the function h of x will be yes or positive. If h of x is equal to 0, that means if x does not satisfy x. In the previous slide we have seen the example, dissatisfaction example. So if x does not satisfy the hypothesis H, then the function h of x equal to 0, which is no. That means it is not satisfied. A target concept represented as, referred as small c. Small c is capital X belongs to, capital X turns to 0, 1. The target concept is also 0, takes the value 0 or 1, where c of x is equal to 1 if and only if enjoy sport is equal to yes. If someone enjoys the sport, then the target concept value will be, the c of x will be 1. If someone does not enjoy the sport, that is enjoy sport is equal to no, then the concept, target concept will have the value 0. C of x is equal to 0. A training set of possible instances are represented as capital D. What are all the training set, what are all the training data available, training instances available, that are represented as capital D, which will be taken from x and the target concept C of x. Our goal is to find a hypothesis small h in capital H. To find the hypothesis small h in the hypothesis space capital H such that h of x is equal to c of x for all x in capital D. The inductive learning assumption. Inductive learning assumption. So we are going to see now one learning. Before learning concept learning, we are going to see inductive learning. So what are all the assumptions to be made for the inductive learning? We can at best guarantee that the output hypothesis fits the target concept over the training data. Assumption: an hypothesis that approximates well the training data will also approximate the training function over unobserved examples. That is, given a significant training set, the output hypothesis is able to make predictions. Concept learning as such. Concept learning is a task of searching an hypothesis space. Concept learning is a task of searching an hypothesis space. The representation chosen for hypothesis determines the search space. In the example we have in our enjoy sport example, which you have seen with 6 attributes having 96 possible instances. 96 possible instances. 3 into 3 is the first attribute holds 3 values, so that is why it is 3, and the remaining 5 attributes holds 2 values, so 2 power 5. The first attribute takes 3 values, that is why it is represented with the value 3 into multiplied with 2 power 5. So remaining 5 attributes holds 2 values, that is why it is 2 power 5. So 3 multiplied with 2 power 5, the result will be 96. So there are 96 possible instances in our enjoy sport example. And 1 plus 4 multiplied with 3 power 5, totally 973 possible hypotheses are there. The first one is represented for no value is there, that is for representing the mathematical symbol 5. No value is there. For that there is one possibility, that is why 1 is used, and that is added with 4. There are only one more value for attributes which is question symbol, so that is why value 4 is used, and that is multiplied with 3 power 5. There are 5 attributes which can hold the value values 3, so that is why 3 power 5. So 1 for size symbol, 4 for question symbol, and 3 power 5 is for the specific values. So 1 plus 4 multiplied with 3 power 5, so yields 973 possible hypotheses. So there are 973 possible hypotheses. There are 96 possible instances. Instances are referred with the x, and hypothesis is referred with small h. General to specific ordering. So general to specific, there is a general one and there is a specific one. How to obtain the general thing to specific thing? Consider H1, hypothesis 1 equal to Sunny. First value is Sunny, second takes any value, third takes any value, fourth takes strong specific value, and fifth take any value, sixth take any value. So H2, coming to H2, the first value is a specific value which is sunny, and remaining all the values takes any value which is referred with question symbol. So here H2 is called more general than H1. H2 is called more general because the first value is only specific, remaining all 5 values can take any value. So that is why it is more general. And coming to H1, comparing to H2, H1 is more specific because the H1 takes two specific values. H2 takes only one specific value. So H1 takes two specific values. So that is why comparing to H2, H1 is more specific. And in general, H2 is more general than H1. So any instance classified positive by H1 will also be classified positive by H2. H2 is more general than H1. This is what I said before. And definition, Hj general than, that is greater than symbol is greater than or equal to symbol is used with the G symbol. That means it is more general than equal. The meaning is it is more general than equal. Which is more general than equal? Hj is more general than equal with Hk if and only if for all x values belongs to capital X. Hk is equal to 1 turns to Hj equal to 1. If Hk is equal to 1 and Hj also 1. So greater than symbol, this first symbol used with G is called more general or equal, and greater than symbol with G is called strictly more general. More general hypothesis example is all values having question symbol. All values can take any value. That means it is more general hypothesis. And what is the example for most general hypothesis? And all the values having psi symbol. So as I said before, psi symbol refers no value. So all values having no value, that means it is most specific hypothesis. General to specific ordering, induced structure. So here one diagram is given. The instances H are mapped with hypothesis H. Hypothesis H small h in the hypothesis space capital H. So the instances are here: x1 is equal to sunny, warm, high, strong, cool, same. H2 is equal to sunny, warm, high, light, warm, same. The hypothesis obtained are H1 equal to sunny, second value can take any value question symbol, third value can take any value question symbol, fourth is specific value strong, and fifth is any value question symbol, and sixth is any value question symbol. And hypothesis H2 sunny, question symbol, question symbol, question symbol, question symbol, question symbol. That is, the first value is specific value sunny, and the remaining 5 values are general, more general. That is, it can take any value. H3, the first value is specific, which is sunny. Second, third, fourth values are more general, which is question symbol, and fourth one is specific, which is referred as cool, and sixth one is more general, used with question symbol. Here, according to the hypothesis space, H2, hypothesis H2 is more general than H1 and H3. Hypothesis H1 is more specific than H2. Hypothesis H3 is more specific than H2. There is an algorithm called Finder's algorithm. By using the seen concepts, how to design the Finder's algorithm. Finding the most specific hypothesis. The Finder's algorithm is used to find out the most specific hypothesis. Exploiting the structure, we have alternatives to enumeration. Number one, initialize the steps. Step number one, initialize the hypothesis H to the most specific hypothesis in capital H, which is called hypothesis space. Step number two, for each positive training instance, for each attribute constraint A, small a, in hypothesis H, if the constraint small a is satisfied by small x, then do nothing. If the constraint small a is satisfied by small x, then do nothing. If it is not satisfied, that means else, replace the small a in the hypothesis H by the next more general constraint satisfied by small x. That is, it is moving towards a more general hypothesis. So finally, in step 3, output hypothesis H. So these three steps are involved in Finder's algorithm. Finders in action. So example is given here. Instances are taken and hypothesis space is taken, and 4 examples are taken in instances x1, x2, x3 and x4, and there are 5 hypotheses obtained in hypothesis space capital H. The obtained hypotheses are H0, which has no value, represented with all values with psi symbol, and H1 is equal to sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. All values having specific value. So H1 is specific, H2 is somewhat general. How it is somewhat general? First 2 values are specific and third one is any value, and remaining 3 are specific. In H2, in the hypothesis H2, only one, the third value is general. That is, only the third value can take any value. All the remaining 5 values are specific. So it is somewhat general than H1. Coming to H3, it is also somewhat general than H1. H2 and H3 are somewhat general than H1. And coming to H4, only 3 values are specific, remaining 3 values are general. So comparing with H1 and H4, H4 is more specific than H1, and H4 is also more specific than H2 and H3 hypotheses. The inductive learning assumption. So we are going to see now one learning. Before learning concept learning, we are going to see inductive learning. So what are all the assumptions to be made for the inductive learning? We can at best guarantee that the output hypothesis fits the target concept over the training data. Assumption: an hypothesis that approximates well the training data will also approximate the training function over unobserved examples. That is, given a significant training set, the output hypothesis is able to make predictions. Now coming to candidate elimination algorithm. So this is one very important algorithm which may be asked in your university exam. This is very important algorithm in examination point of view. So candidate elimination algorithm, the idea is output a description of the set of all hypotheses. So we need to output set of all hypotheses consistent with the training examples. That means we need to output the set of all hypotheses which are matched with the training examples. That is the meaning of consistent. Which are matched with the training examples. That is the correctly classified training examples. Which are all correctly classified training examples. That will be given as output in this candidate elimination algorithm. So in this algorithm, we need to understand what is version space. Version space is a representation of the set of hypotheses which are consistent with D. What is D? D is training examples. So version space is a representation of the set of hypotheses which are all consistent with the training examples. 1. An explicit list of hypotheses. List then eliminate. That is called list then eliminate. An explicit list of hypotheses which is called list then eliminate. A compact representation of hypotheses which is called more general than partial ordering. So this is referred as candidate elimination. Version space. Version space Vs H, D is the subset of the hypothesis from capital H. Capital H is referred as hypothesis space, where the particular hypothesis is located. So it is the version space is the subset of the hypothesis from the hypothesis space capital H consistent with the training example in D. That is Vs version space Vs H, D similars small h, that is hypothesis belongs to capital H which is consistent with H and D. H is the hypothesis, D is the training example. Then next one, an hypothesis small h is consistent with a set of training examples capital D if and only if the h of x equal to c of x. The hypothesis function h of x equal to the training example function c of x for each example in capital D. That is consistent h comma capital D. H is hypothesis, D is a training example. For all x comma c of x that belongs to capital D, where h of x is equal to c of x. Note, h satisfies x. H is instance, h is hypothesis. H satisfies x. H of x is equal to 1, different from a h consistent with x. In particular, when an hypothesis h is consistent with a negative example D, small d, equal to x comma c of x is equal to no. When c of x is equal to no, then this is called negative example. The list then eliminate algorithm. Version space as list of hypotheses. Number 1, version space is nothing but a list of containing every hypothesis in hypothesis space capital H. Number 2, for each training example from x comma c of x, x is the instances, c of x is the training examples. Remove from version space any hypothesis h for which h of x is not equal to c of x. So, if h of x is not equal to c of x, remove from version space. Remove the hypothesis from version space when h of s is not equal to c of x. Output the list of hypotheses in version space. So now, after removing the hypothesis when the condition h of x is not equal to c of x, the remaining hypotheses in version space will be the output. In list then eliminate algorithm. The problems in this particular algorithm is the hypothesis space must be finite. Here the hypothesis space must be finite. It cannot be infinite. Enumeration of all the hypotheses rather inefficient. A compact representation for version space. See, S is capital S is referred as more specific, capital G is referred as more general. Again I repeat, capital S is referred as more specific term, capital G is referred as more general term. Capital S refers more specific example, capital G refers more general example. Here more specific example capital S is sunny, warm, third is any value, fourth strong, fifth and sixth are any value. And more general G is referred as first value is sunny, remaining 5 values can be any type, and coming to second option, the first value can take any value, that is the second attribute is specific value warm and remaining 5 attributes can take any value. The output of finders is just sunny, warm, any value, strong, any value, any value. Version space represented by its more general members capital G and its most specific members capital S. Very good morning all of you. In today's class we are going to concentrate on concept learning. So the entire session going to be concept learning. Now coming to candidate elimination algorithm. Now we are designing candidate eliminate algorithm. This is how the candidate eliminate algorithm looks. Capital S is minimally general hypothesis in the hypothesis space capital H. Capital G is maximally general hypothesis in hypothesis space capital H. Initially, any hypothesis is still possible. Initially, any hypothesis is still possible. So, the S must be initialized and G must be initialized. So, that is, since it is initialized, that is S naught. S naught, the most specific is S naught, that is equal to all the values are used with size phi symbol, which is the meaning that no value is there, and most general form is G naught, which is equal to, which takes all the values are question symbol, and that means all the values can take any value initially. Then for each training example D, small d is represented with one training example. Only one training example is represented with small d, because capital D is a set of all training examples. From that set of all training examples, capital D, we are taking one training example, small d. So for each training example small d, do the following. If the small d, the training example, is a positive example, you have to do two things. If the training example is a positive example, you have to do two things. Number one, remove from G any H. H is the hypothesis which is inconsistent with D. That means remove the hypothesis H from the general G. That particular hypothesis is inconsistent with D. That is, the meaning is the hypothesis small h is not matched with the training data. It is not matched. That is why it is inconsistent. So, if it is inconsistent, remove that hypothesis H from that capital G. That is the meaning. Number two, generalize S comma D. You know, S is specific one and small d is, small d is the sample data we have taken from the general set. Then next, coming to negative example, if the taken training example is D is negative, then we have to do two things. Remove from S, capital S, remove from most specific any hypothesis H inconsistent with the D. Here, if that hypothesis H is not matched with the training sample D. Now remove from S. In the positive case, remove from G. In the negative case, remove from S. Then number 2, specialize G comma D. In positive example, the step number 2 is generalize S comma D. In negative example, in the step number 2, specialize G comma D. Note, when D is equal to X comma no is a negative example and hypothesis H is inconsistent with D if and only if H satisfies X. So, for learning the concept learning, we need to understand what is inductive learning. Inductive learning is inducing a general function from training examples. So, inducing a general function from training examples. We have some training examples. By using that, inducing a general function, that is called inductive learning. It is coming under the category of supervised paradigm, supervised machine learning paradigm. The basic schemas that assume a logical representation of the hypothesis are concept learning and decision tree learning. So this we are going to learn in detail, concept learning and decision tree learning. So now in this session we are going to learn the concept learning. We are going to have the class on concept learning. Example, so initially in this candidate elimination algorithm, the specific notation S naught will be having no values by representing all values as 5. G naught, which is more general form, representing all the values with question mark. That means it can hold any value. Example, after seeing the first sample training data, which is sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. 6 attributes are there, 6 attribute values are there. After seeing that first one, this is a positive data. This is a positive data. So for this positive data, what are the actions to be performed? S naught is psi, S1 is the training data. S1 is changed as the training data, which is given here: sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. So the S1 is replaced with the training data. Then G0 and G1 will be having the question symbol which can hold any value. And coming to the second training data, after seeing sunny, warm, high, strong, warm, same. Now this is also a positive training data. Now what should be done? S1 is the previous value, previous training data, sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. Now the S2 is changed as sunny, warm, and third is question symbol, fourth strong, warm, same. Here coming to third one is question symbol. Third one is replaced with question symbol because in the training data the third value is high. In S1 the third value is normal, so it can take any value, it should take any value. That is why the S2 is replaced with question symbol. And G1 and G2 remain same. For all the positive training data, G1, G2 remains same as question symbol. Then third example, third training data. After seeing third training data, which is rainy, cold, high, strong, warm, change. So in this particular training data, we have seen the negative thing, which is no. That means enjoy sport is no. At this, by having these 6 attributes, values, nobody will enjoy the sport. That is, no person will enjoy the sport. That is why the output is no. The enjoy sport is no. So for this negative training data, what will be the values in the algorithm? S2 and S3 will become sunny, warm, question symbol, strong, warm, same. The previous value it is taking, and G3 becomes more general form. Here the sunny, warm, same. Coming to the previous values, sunny, warm, same. These 3 are remain specific value. So in that G3, that specific value is not replaced, so that remains same. So in the first set of data, the value which is in specific form, sunny, that remains same, and remaining all 5 values holds the general value which can take any value. And in the second option, in G3, it takes the specific value warm, all other remaining 5 values takes question symbol, which means it can take any value. And coming to again in G3, the third option, the last attribute takes the specific value same, and all other attribute values takes question symbol, which means it can take any value. Now the G2 becomes question symbol. Version space. Version space Vs H comma D is the subset of the hypothesis from capital H. Capital H is referred as hypothesis space, where the particular hypothesis is located. So it is the version space is the subset of the hypothesis from the hypothesis space capital H consistent with the training example in D. That is Bs version space Bs h comma D similars small h, that is hypothesis, belongs to capital H, which is consistent with H and D. H is hypothesis, D is the training example. Then next one, an hypothesis small h is consistent with a set of training examples capital D if and only if the h of x equal to c of x. The hypothesis function h of x equal to the training example function c of x for each example in capital D. That is consistent h comma capital D. H is hypothesis, D is a training example. For all x comma c of x that belongs to capital D, where h of x is equal to c of x. Note, h satisfies x. H is instance, h is hypothesis. So this is the learned version space. This is the learned version space. In this example, the specific term S denotes sunny, warm. Third value takes any value. Fourth is strong, and fifth and sixth are question symbol which can take any value. And G takes two options. One is first option. In first option, the first attribute value sunny takes specific value sunny. Remaining all 5 values can take any value. Coming to second option, in second option the second attribute value warm takes specific value. Remaining all 5 attribute values takes the general form which can take any value. So observations, the learned version space correctly describes the target concepts provided. There are no errors in the training examples. There is some hypothesis that correctly describes the target concept. If capital S and capital G converge to a single hypothesis, the concept is exactly learned. In case of errors in the training, useful hypotheses are discarded. No recovery is possible. Then an empty version space means no hypothesis in the hypothesis space capital H is consistent with training examples. So note this point. If the version space is empty, that means there is no hypothesis, there is not even a single hypothesis is there in the hypothesis space capital H which is matched with the training example. So ordering on training examples, the learned version space does not change with different orderings of training examples. Efficiency does. Optimal strategy, if you are allowed to choose, generate instances that satisfy half the hypotheses in the current version space. For example, sunny, warm, normal, light, warm, same satisfies 3 by 6 hypothesis. Ideally, the version space can be reduced by half at each experiment. Correct target found in logarithmic base 2 version space experiments. So here use of partially learned concepts. See here you have to note the capital S and capital G and below capital G the training sample is given. So this example is classified as positive by all hypotheses. Whatever the hypothesis available in the version space, so for all the hypotheses this is classified, this example is classified as positive since it satisfies any hypothesis in capital S. See, the training sample is sunny, warm, normal, strong, cool, change, which is given last. So it takes specific values. Coming to S, it takes first attribute takes sunny, okay. Second takes warm. Oh, training example is also warm. Third one is normal in training sample, but in S it takes general term, it can take any value, so it is accepted. Fourth one is strong in training sample, and in S also strong, okay, accepted. In fifth and sixth, cool and change is there in training data, and in S question symbol is there which can take any value, so which satisfies, the S satisfies the training sample. So this is an example which is classified as positive. So now a negative example which is classified in the hypothesis space. So here this example is classified as negative by all hypotheses in the hypothesis space since it does not satisfy any hypothesis in G. So the training here in this example you have to note S, capital S and capital G, and below capital G there is a training sample data. So these three things you have to note. So this is classified as negative sample. So what is the negative sample? Rainy, cold, normal, light, warm, same. So add these values. By having all these values as attribute values, this training data is there, then no person will enjoy the sport. So coming to S, capital S, which is sunny, warm. Here in training data it is rainy, cool, and third is normal, but it can take any value in S, but it cannot take any value because normal, and light in S it is strong, and warm and same is in testing data, but in S it can take any value. So here in this example the opposite values are taken, so in training sample, so this is classified as negative sample. So this is how the candidate eliminate algorithm works. So we have seen in this session concept learning, what is concept learning and what are the concepts in concept learning, and we have seen candidate eliminate algorithm. So to understand the candidate eliminate algorithm we have to understand what is version space and what is list then elimination, and what is more specific form, what is more general form, what is training sample. So by having understood all these things we have come to see what is candidate elimination algorithm. So we have explained, I have explained candidate eliminate algorithm by having one example. So after that we have taken one positive example for classification of this algorithm, and we have taken one negative sample for classification of this algorithm. So within this I conclude this class. Thank you very much.